What's up everyone, Slasher Movies here, and hopefully this video sounds a lot more cleaner and crisper. I am working with new audio equipment, and also this is a test run, so please forgive me if there's a few hiccups along the way. In Before I Wake, we follow a family who adopts a new kid named Cody, and when they bring him home, they realize that he has this special ability that when he sleeps, his dreams manifest into reality, literally, but also his nightmares. Now, I was so looking forward to Before I Wake because this comes from director Mike Flanagan, who's given us films in the past such as Oculus, Hush, and Ouija Origins of Evil, films I absolutely love. So I had really high expectations Before I Wake, and I was so bummed to see that it constantly kept getting pushed back after pushback due to studio bankruptcy. So I went out of my way and I bought the Canadian Blu-ray of Before I Wake, and honestly, I don't regret it because I really like this movie quite a lot. I think Mike Flanagan is a terrific director who's always doing interesting things with his films. I have to go ahead and give you a disclaimer. If you watched the trailers for this movie and thinking that it was going to be another horror movie, and also given Mike Flanagan's filmography, you would be actually shockingly wrong. This is actually more of a fantasy drama that's heightened more than anything else in a straight horror movie. I think the advertisements have been a bit misleading. I get why they're advertising as a horror movie. They want to hit that teenage demographic, but to be honest, this movie is not a horror movie. I really like this movie because of the drama element. I think that's the best thing about this movie is the family dynamics and what Cody is going through. The acting in this movie is really good. You saw Jacob Tremblay in Room, which he was phenomenal in. And he's really good in this as well. He's so likable and charming, and you absolutely adore this kid. So you get really sad and hurt whenever his nightmares manifest and whenever he has to go to sleep, because you can see the fear on him that he doesn't know what he's going to dream about, and he's afraid of, losing his new family and causing harm to him, and that is so well realized. I think the visuals of this movie looked amazing. I absolutely loved the first half of this movie. I thought it was very well paced. I loved whenever Cody did go to sleep, and I loved those sequences. They had this sort of fantasy fairy tale element to it that I thought was so well done. My only real gripe with this movie is I felt like this movie could have used a couple of revisions in the script, because there comes a point in the movie where I felt like it did start to meander a little bit, and there's a moment where the mom has to go down the rabbit hole and figure out about these dreams and nightmares, and it's honestly a bit lackluster. I would have liked to have known a little bit more about Cody's symptoms, and I think I wish I would have executed better. It did feel a bit mechanical and a bit rushed, in my opinion. But the ending to this movie, I did feel like it hit very strong, because I gotta admit, by the ending of this movie, I actually had tears sitting at the tip of my eyes because I was so invested into the family dynamics of this movie. It is personally to say my least favorite of Mike Flanagan's filmography, but it's definitely a film worthy of checking out. As a score goes, I'm going to give Before I Wake a 3.5 out of 5. So you guys, are you one of the people who've actually seen Before I Wake? Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this film. And if you're still looking forward to it and you haven't seen it, I definitely think you should keep your hope up and definitely check it out. I really enjoyed it. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.